Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. Again, much very similar to yesterday. A little bit more 5-on-5 action today than yesterday, but got a lot of important things done. Just on some basic, stuff too, and then some pretty advanced stuff as well. 5-on-5. Yep.
Nick, I'm curious. I guess like in any other year before the play-in tournament, obviously at 20 and 34, obviously your chances at the playoffs would be very slim. But with the play-in tournament, obviously it kind of changes things. I guess like what are your kind of how much does the play-in kind of factor into your season? I guess the rest of the way it gives you a chance to get in and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it certainly keeps a lot of teams alive and playing. I really think. I mean, I think that was the whole point of it, right? Was to keep a pack of teams playing for something and staying competitive. And I guess when you're in the situation we're in, you say, fortunately, that is the situation because you got to. Again, we're still not in the tournament, but we're not very far away from that possibility. And saying that though, we would, I think that we don't want to just get in if we, I mean, that's the first step, but we want to try to climb up as high as we can, which means we gotta stack some wins together. Yeah.
Like you guys have gotten a lot of guard reinforcements over the last 2, 3 weeks. A lot more guards,
Yes.
backcourt options last couple of weeks or so. How do you envision that changing how you use Tyrese potentially, or not really impacted by the newer route?
Listen, I think that I don't know if I've gone that far to seeing that we need to change how we're using them. I mean, I think we got to continue to vary what we've done, and we've tried to do that all season long. Um, what I'm hoping, though, is that there is a little bit more athleticism and energy and youth back there, and hopefully we can see that. Like I think that I'd like to in the very limited times that we've had those kind of guys on the floor. We've extended some pressure. We've had some full court pressure. We've been just a little bit more of a nuisance up the floor, setting a tone defensively, which has paid dividends behind us. I'd like to see, guys like Jared and Q and Justin. Those guys, Kelly. Those guys are athletic. They can get up the floor and put some pressure on some people. So I think I'm envisioning some of that. We kind of fell into the other night Q at the point guard, and I would say that is something that's on the front burner as well. A little bit like we did with Jared. Q's kind of a two, but maybe when Tyrese is out, Q handles some of the ones. So staggering some of those rotations and stuff are important. And if that is the case, which I think it is, we can get Tyrese off the ball some more too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tyrese just mentioned that he was helping those guys get adapted. Like, how have you seen him sort of take that on with the guys that are behind him?
Yeah, he's done really good as far as these guys have had to learn a lot in a short amount of time, and then of course, as you might expect, we throw in some other packages here in the break, and so everybody's learning some new things as well offensively. But he's got a really good grip on all that stuff and continues to improve in that area. Yeah.
What is without Justin for these next couple of games? How does that change your plans for differentiating?
Well, he's certainly going to be out for a couple here, right? We have been kind of in and out of the starting lineup with him. I don't know where he would have landed tomorrow, but probably as a starter. But so he's out. It probably moves Q in there, right? And then we're going to have to shift some guys up, right? I think you got probably Ricky gets back into the fold there with Justin out in the rotation at the wing. Yabu obviously plays at the 4 some, so that again covers some of that 3-4 area that Justin would play.
With Quinn starting over Justin in Brooklyn and what you said about him yesterday defensively, do you envision him becoming a starter for you guys when you're back in full strength?
Yeah, probably. I think that's the fit. I think that group needs a kind of a dynamic shooting guard with some pop, right? I mean, or just the shooting. I think in general, is what we've kind of always envisioned. I thought that spot needed this year. You know, early on we thought maybe it was Eric to start the year. Jared then kind of filled it in, and now I think it lands there because I just think that's the fit that team needs with them at both ends. Yep.
What was Joel able to today?
He was in all the way today. Everybody was in all the way today except for the obvious guys, Kyle and Jared and Eric and Justin. Everybody was in. Everybody was in. We're only down to 4 though. That's not bad, man. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's a victory. That's a victory.
I guess at that point, I mean, obviously Paul's still doing that
Yeah.
thing. I guess like how's he been able to
He was good today. He was good today. I thought much better today. I thought yesterday he really competed really hard, but I didn't see again a great flow or rhythm. Today it looked a lot better. So staying hopeful there. He says it's starting to feel much better than it did early on when he was playing. So and the weeks are ticking by here. So hopefully, I don't know. We're probably 2.5. Less than 3 weeks away from that thing coming off. So he looked good today.
With Jared, I guess it's pretty tricky being a point guard, learning a new offensive scheme, learning new teammates. Just what have you kind of seen from him that he acclimates to running the offense for you guys?
Yeah, I think Jared's got a little bit more of a simpler package that he's running. I think he's a good pick and roll player. Can make a lot of reads. He can hit the roller, throw the lob, hit the weak side pass, score it a bit. So keep it a little bit more simple for him. And that's kind of where we'll go from there. I expect his minutes to be pretty short stints. I'd like him just to spell Tyrese, and that's it. You know, just for those 6 minutes or so in each half, but again, make those 6 minutes impactful. Pick up the floor. You know, get into the paint. Make sure we're getting paint touches. Those kind of things. Impactful 6 minutes at a time. Yep.
Right? How did you utilize your time?
It was great. I relaxed. Just chilled.
Did you feel refreshed coming back yesterday?
I do feel refreshed and ready to go.
Tyrese, I guess what are these kind of first couple practices been like? Coming out from such a long break and All-Star break. Obviously, you've got 28 games left. It's kind of the vibe and the energy that you guys gotta get back on track.
Yep, go out there, like you said, get back on track, win as many games as possible, and getting guys acclimated. You know, we got some new guys in here. Got to get them up to speed and got to hit the ground rolling tomorrow.
Obviously, Quentin was able to show you guys a little something like before the break. I guess like what have you seen from him specifically? Throughout the games, practices, things like that.
Yeah, he's been aggressive. He's catching on to things fast. We're going to need his scoring. We're going to need his defense abilities, and just what he brings to the basketball court.
You mentioned helping them get acclimated. How do you play a role in that as far as getting guys up to speed?
Just talking, using my communication, trying to walk them through things, talk them through things, and that's pretty much it. And then show them whatever I can show them.
How do you kind of, I guess, like I know this has kind of been that question before you came all season long, but I mean, in terms of trying to mesh with Joe and PG, I mean, again, you haven't had too many games with all 3 of you. You don't have a lot of time left. I guess, like, what's the biggest thing that still need to kind of get down?
I think the biggest thing is we gotta hold ourselves accountable. You know what I mean? We gotta go out there and put a lot better effort. It's not just going because we're talented basketball players. It's not just going to fall into our hands. You know what I mean? We have to go out there and actually go win games. You know, nobody's scared of us. As you can see, our record shows it. You know what I mean? But we gotta go out there and really compete hard. If we want to fight and get to the play-in and do what we want to, compete, then we have to take that up on ourselves and do it.
You missed the final game before the break with the team. How's your knee doing now?
Yeah, I'm way better. I got hit the first play of the Toronto game. You know, I couldn't be as aggressive as I wanted to. It was pretty painful. Those about 48 hours, but I'm good now.
Did you have to do any treatment during the break, or was it just rest?
Nah, just rest. Honestly, rest. I got hit pretty hard. Like first play, Scotty Barnes hit my knee, and it was just painful. You know, that's just bone bruise. That's pain. That's nothing.
What's it been like with Jared? I mean, Jared's a guy who's playing point guard, running the offense. Just what has it been like for you to kind of work with him and get him acclimated?
It's been great. I mean, we know what he could do. He came here and killed us. I've known him for a while now. We played high school against each other. This is crazy. That's how you know I'm getting older. Like, I'm year 5 in the NBA now. Like, I won a gold medal with Q. Played against Jared. And then Jared McCain is coming up, and I don't even remember. I didn't play against him for sure. Justin Edwards came to my camp when I was year 2 or year 1 here. He just came to help work out as a counselor. It's crazy. We're getting younger, so we appreciate having those guys here.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned mentioned obviously when Quentin first got here that you guys have history of playing in high school and stuff. Just it has been a long time since those days. Like, where have you seen the most growth in his game since you guys were playing together and playing against each other?
His willingness to defend and take on those challenges. He does a really good job of that now. I mean, when you're in high school and you're like the star player, you're getting up all the shots. He didn't play as much defense then, I'll say that. But now he's a great defender. You know, he knows how to like take away guys' tendencies. He's athletic and he competes, so that's great.
Do you have a memory that sticks out of that time in your guys' life, either being on the Team USA together or playing against each other that sticks out?
Maybe more just Team USA. You know, we both started on that team. He was really good on that team. It's just cool to see it, like everything come full circle and for us to be playing at the highest level today, and it's pretty good, pretty fun.
Tyrese, how do you feel about the collective morale or vibe of the team coming out of the break after the rough start you guys had?
Yeah, pretty good energy, honestly. Everybody's like out here ready to compete tomorrow and throughout the rest of the season. Guys are optimistic. At the end of the day, it's in our hands. If we want to go take some spots and move up in the standings, then we got to go do that as a group and collectively. And it's going to start with Joel, Paul, and myself. So we got and not just scoring and not just like on the court, but like just mentality-wise and holding ourselves accountable and holding guys accountable.
How does the play-in tournament kind of play into that? Because I mean, obviously without the play-in in the past, you guys probably wouldn't have a shot at the playoffs. But how much is the play-in kind of factor into that a little bit?
The play-in is we've seen some crazy things happen in the play-in, right? I think Miami went all the way from the play-in to the championship. They got high at the right time. They meshed at the right time. Jimmy Butler went on a run. They had a guy who was at that time playing at like a top 5 player. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? The biggest thing about this is we have to compete, and we have a group that if we can get into the play-in and get into a playoff situation, we have a group that can be successful in that situation. So, but right now we got to take it one day at a time, day by day, and we got to get 1% better every day. And we have a lot of room for growth, and we're going to try to embrace that.
That collective morale, how much of a responsibility do you feel to set the tone just with your position on this team?
Yeah, huge, man. I think I've been trying to do that all year, man. Whenever guys are in, guys are out. If I'm playing, if I'm not playing, I try to be consistent in the person who I am and going out there and competing hard every single night. So I'm continuing to do that and keep uplifting my teammates as well.